Hey everyone, I'm going to show you 5 loose characters that sell for at least $30 or more on eBay. So first up is Marvel Legends. This line was produced by 2 different companies. We have Toy Biz and then Hasbro, who bought the company in 2007. So we have here Marvel Legends Wolverine. This one went for $42 and free shipping. And the years are going to vary, obviously, depending on which series you go to. But there are websites out there that could help you figure out which year it is. But you're just looking for Wolverine in general. And what you're looking for is that the body can articulate really well and it's well sculpted. Okay, so you can take a look here. If you look at the thighs, you can see that there's this line here, meaning that the legs can actually turn a little more than most average figurines can. And the arms as well. There are a lot of different moving parts. And so that's a classic sign of a Marvel's Legend character. And most of these are going to be 6 inches tall. So you're looking out for that. Okay, here's another version. This is also Marvel Legends, but like I said, there are multiple versions of Wolverine out there, and so this is why he sells more often than the others. This guy went for $40 with $9.45 shipping, and has a different face than the other Wolverine. This one's a little scary, but also sells well. And then we have another Marvel Legends, and this one also is Wolverine Classic, but he's a different color. Okay, and this one went for $44 and free shipping. And then lastly, for Wolverine Marvel Legends, we have the True Exclusive, and so this one went for $45. It looks really detailed. I love his little arm hair marks. Those are kind of cool. The other character from the Marvel Legends that sells the most often is Spider-Man. In general, Spider-Man actually sells really well as a loose action figure. I found multiple versions of him that went for at least $30 or more. But the Marvel Legends ones do well as well. So that you can see here, this one went for $115 and free shipping. And again, the detail here, so we can see the indentations, the grooves, and there's a lot of moving parts here. Painted everywhere, nice detailed. And just so you have an idea of what to look for as far as info, it's really hard online to find any. A lot of people don't photograph the feet, but this one actually did, and you can see it actually says Marvel and it says 2012, and it also has the Hasbro on there as well. So most of these are going to be Hasbro for Marvel Legends, but you will find Toy Biz if it's an older one from 2002 to 2007. Okay, this one is not Marvel Legends, but I just need to show you a couple of different Spider-Mans just so you have an idea of what you're looking for. This one's Toy Biz, so this one's older. This is the 2002 Spider-Man movie. So this one went for good money again. This is $59.95, $5.30 shipping, and what you're looking for is that movable parts, those movable appendages. So you can pose them in all different figures. It's really cool, really detailed. Okay. Another version, this is also Marvel Legends. This is also 6 inches and different art style here. This one's actually pretty worn in the face, but still went for, was it $40 and $4 shipping? So for Marvel Legends in general, the characters do pretty well. The hard part is that they're more rare. You're not going to find as many Beast characters and all the other side characters, but for Spider-Man and Wolverine, you'll have a better chance of actually discovering those out at a thrift store or at a yard sale. So Beast went for $59.99 and free shipping, and again, you can tell he's really nicely made. A lot of detail there. You can see all the fur marks, indentations, a lot of movement in his arms. Then we have Captain America. So this one is Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I had to bring him up because I know someone's going to be like, well, wait, how come Captain America's not on your list? Well, it turns out he doesn't sell very well compared to Wolverine and Spider-Man. When he's vintage and he's from, the early 2000s, he sells a little bit better. So this one actually sold for $40 and free shipping. He does have his shield, so make sure you have that part. I'm sure everyone who buys an action figure for Captain America is looking for that. So be sure to have his shield with him. And then you can see he's got some great detail here, just like the others, which makes them Marvel Legends. And lastly, I have the Ultimate Green Goblin. And you're going to see that some of these say BAF, that's build a figure. So with those Marvel Legends figures, Toy Biz created this idea of selling the action figure and selling an extra piece of an action figure in the box. And so what happens is you need to collect all the different action figures to get all the pieces to build a bigger action figure. That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing that this is one of those, and so he went for $55.95 and free shipping. Okay, so this may not be something you find, but I thought I'd throw in there in case you're wondering how varied these characters look. Okay, moving on from comic book characters to Star Wars. We have Hasbro's Black Series Clone Troopers. And what I found was that even when they were outside the box, they held some value. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like in the box. But obviously, you probably won't find these at a yard sale in box in perfect condition. All right, and so we have Camino. It's one of the characters, and he went for $39.98 and $7.98 shipping. They are all 6 inches tall. They go in various colors. This person did not show me the feet, so I can't see if there's any other info on the back. I don't think there is. All right. And then we have another one, clone number 7. This is the Sergeant Green. So green coloring. And most of us know what stormtroopers look like. And these actually came with the weapons. But as I said, very consistent in pricing. So $54.95, $4 shipping. Even without the box, this sold really well. And these aren't even that old. These are a newer line. This is through Disney. Okay, this is another one. This is from Amazon. So this one is $50, free shipping. This is just the plain white, but again, has his weapons. And then lastly, I have the Captain 13. And this is also from Disney, from Hasbro. And this one went for $42.50. Okay, and again, different color stormtroopers with their weapons. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to find the weapons, that would probably help. But even without, I think you could still get decent money for these. So the fourth character I have is the Batman. And so there are several different companies and several different art styles of Batman that sell really well. This is kind of like Spider-Man. Spider-Man had the same issue. There's a lot of different variation and a couple of different companies that were producing their action figures. But I found a few examples that I want to show you. And the first one is from Kenner. And so this is a vintage toy line. This is from 1984, and they sold Batman and Robin together. And so you can notice that, for one thing, really bright blue and no cape on this guy. But he sold for, was it $69.46 US? This is in Canadian dollars up top, but $69.46 US and $11.64 shipping. And he was sold with Robin in his short shorts, which is a little disturbing, but he's vintage, so I guess that was a style back then. So that was Kenner, and then we have DC Collectibles, okay? And so you'll notice that this one has a different art style. This one specifically is from the animated series of Batman, so he's a lot more sleek and clean looking. He doesn't have a lot of detail like we've seen with the other action figures, and he went for $43.99 and $5.15 shipping. Also 6 inch, so most of the figures I've been showing you are around this size. They fit in your hand. And then another one we have is the DC Direct. So this is another company for Batman, and this one sold for $49.99. This is slightly bigger. This is 7-inch model, and you can see the cape is fixed in a certain place. It's really cool, and he's got plenty of abs and leg muscles, and he moves really well. All right, and so went for $49.99, free shipping. And lastly, for Batman, I had to give a shout out. I may end up doing a video on McFarlane Toys in the future. Let me know what you think. But I had to give a shout out to McFarlane Toys. They are artists with action figures. So they do not just do a basic paint job. This is highly detailed work here. And so in general, McFarlane action figures go for great money. This one went for $49.99 and free shipping. And it just looks really cool and really dark. Our last character is He-Man from the 80s. and it's called Masters of the Universe is the series line. So He-Man was a cartoon hero back in the 80s. He's very over exaggerated in his body physique, but he's become a classic. And so I found that a lot of his loose action figures sold for decent, at least $30 or more, and depending on which character it was, they went for even more. So this one is 1984 He-Man, Thunder Punch He-Man. So I guess he's got some kind of mechanics in the back here. This is really broken down here, but still went for $40. And also keep an eye out for his shield and his sword, because I think those things are factor into his value. And I just have one more version of him here. Masters of the Universe MOTU is the short version of that you may see. This is 1983, and this one went for $35. Okay, he's got his chest plate here as well. And on the back here, you can see it says Mattel, and then it just says when Mattel was created. It says 1981 is when this was created. And then, so I need to mention that all of the He-Man characters sell well. So we have the Snake Men, and so this sold for $77, $10 shipping. So you may not know all the He-Man characters. At the very end, I will show you what they look like. There's only a small grouping of them. But here's one that you may have seen in a meme recently, Skeletor. I love his memes. They're hilarious. But the action figure sold for $39.99. He has his little belt and his little staff weapon thing that he uses. Okay, and here's the back. And this says Mattel 1981, so we know he's vintage. And I found this interesting. This is the Panther that comes with Skeletor, I believe. And this one was produced in 1981. So if you look at the photographs, he could just show up in a store by himself without a saddle, and you'd be like, I wonder what that is. That's a cool looking tiger lion thing. Turns out it's from He-Man, and with the saddle, this went for $85. That's some amazing money. And he's like got this velour coating to him. You see it's worn where the saddle was sitting. But even so, it went for $85 and $9.85 shipping. All right, so I want to show you what He-Man characters look like. So here we go. We have Skeletor I showed you. I showed you the original He-Man. There's an alternate version of him as Adam or his twin brother, that depending on which storyline you're following. Here are the Battle Cats down here. There's Triclops and Merman, Beastman, Evelyn, Tella, and Man at Arms, and then Orko down here as well. So keep an eye out for these action figure characters. And let me know what you think about this video, or if there's any other action figure groupings that you would like me to look at, or if there's any other items besides action figures that you're interested in. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.